Hi everyone, welcome to RapidSyntax. Today we will be solving the question convert an array into a 2D array with conditions. Okay, so let's see what is this question. You are given an array integer nums. You need to create a 2D array from nums satisfying the following conditions. Okay, we are given with an integer array nums and we need to create a 2D array which should satisfy some conditions. Let's see what are these conditions. The 2D array should contain only the elements of the array nums. Okay, they should contain only the array of nums, only the elements of array nums. Each row in the 2D array contains distinct integer. It means we cannot insert duplicate integers in a row. The number of rows in the 2D array should be minimal, and we should create a 2D array in the way in it should have minimum number of rows. Okay. So return the resulting array. If there are multiple answers, then return any of them. Note that the 2D array can have different number of elements on each row. We don't need to care about the number of elements in a row. It can have any number of elements, or it can have different number of elements as well. So let's see why this example. Okay. So let's see. We need to first iterate this array for creating a 2D array. Okay. So if we are at this, so now let's see first of all creating a 2D array. So we can simply insert in the first row as it does not contain 1. So we are at 3 now. This row doesn't contain 1, 3. So yeah, we can insert 3 here. Now we are at 4. We will check for the first row. Does it contain 4? No. So we can insert 4 in this row. Okay. Now we are at 1. We will check for the first row. Does it contain 1? Yeah, it contains 1. We cannot insert 1 in this row. We will check for the next row. Next row doesn't exist. So yeah, we can create a next row by inserting 1. Now we are at 2. We will check for the first row. Does it contain 2? No. We can insert 2 in this. Okay, good. Now we are at 3. We will check for the first row. Does it contain 3? Yeah, it contains 3. We will check for the next row. Does it contain 3? No. So yeah, we can insert 3 in this. Now we will check for 1. Yeah, this row contain 1. Yes. So the next check for the next. This row contain 1. Yeah. So then check for the next one. No, no row exists. So yeah, we can create another row with 1. Now with this, we have ended our nouns. So this will be our final 2D integer array. Okay. So now how we can do this? How we can solve it? So if we will may keep track of frequency of all the numbers, then I think we can do something. Let's see. So we will be creating a frequency map, which will be storing the frequency of each element. So let's start how. Let's see how we can do this. If we are at 1, so yeah, the frequency of 1 will be 1. Cool. Now if the frequency of 1 is 1, it means it haven't occurred till now. Okay, so we can simply insert in the 0th row. It means frequency minus 1th row. Okay, now we are at 3. So if 3 doesn't exist here, so we will, so it means the frequency of 3 is also 1. So we will, it means 3 haven't occurred yet, so we can insert it in the 0th row. It means frequency minus 1th row. I think you are getting me. Let's see when duplicates occur. We come at 4, so yeah, frequency of 4 is also 1. Don't mind my writing, it is really bad here. Okay. So its frequency is 1, so we will also insert it in the 0th row. Now, we are at 1. 1 is already here. So we will increment its frequency. Okay. So now the frequency of 1 is 2. It means 1 is already occurred one time before. Okay. So we will insert it in the frequency minus 1th row. It means 2 minus 1. It means 1th row. Okay. Yeah, I hope you get it now. What is going on here? Okay, now we are at 2. 2 is not present here. So the frequency of 2 is also 1. Okay. So we will insert it in the 0th row. Now we come at 3. The frequency of 3 is 1. So we will increment it. And we will also insert 3 at 1th row. It means frequency minus 1th row. Okay. Now we come at 1 and increment the frequency of 1 by 1, 2, 3. And, and insert the 1 at frequency minus 1th row. That is second row. Okay, so with this we have ended our nums. So this is our final 2D integer array, which is same as our required answer. Okay, so I hope you get it. Now let's try code this. Yeah. So first of all, we will be declaring an unordered map for storing all the frequencies. Okay. Now I will be storing the size of nums in integer n and declaring a vector of vector int for storing the result. Okay, now first of all we need to iterate our integer vector nums. Okay, now what we were doing? First we were incrementing the frequency of nums of I plus 1. Now we need to insert that element at frequency minus 1th row. But what if frequency minus 1th row doesn't exist till now? So if we insert at that row, then it will give us error. So first of all, we need to check whether that row exists till now or not. It means whether some elements have already inserted in that row till now or not. So how we will check it? We will check it by the result of size. If result dot size is less than frequency of nums of I, it means its size is already less. It means that row is not started yet. So what we will do? We will start that row. It means we will do result dot pushback nums of I. It means we will insert that element in a new row in our result vector. Otherwise, what we will do? If that row already exists in our result, so we will simply insert our element at frequency of nums of I minus 1th row. Okay, so it means we will simply insert that element at frequency minus 1. Okay, I hope you get this. If that row already exists, then we will simply insert that element in that row. If that row doesn't exist, then we are inserting a new vector with that element. Okay, so finally we will return our result. Okay, so let's try run this. Yeah, it's working fine. Let's try submitting this. Yeah, it's submitted. So now let's see its time and space complexity. I hope you have already guessed their time and space complexity till now, but you have not. So first pause this video and think about its time and space complexity and then get back to this video for matching your answer. So these are just declarations and now we are learning a for loop for iterating, so it will take big O of n. Now we are incrementing in map, so it will be big O of 1 because we have declared unordered map and these are just if else conditions. So its overall time complexity will be big O of n. Okay, now talk about its space complexity. So we have declared an unordered map which can store up to n integers if all are different. So its time space complexity will also be big O of n. I hope you get this. If you still have any doubts, so you can post in the comment section. I will surely answer them. Till then, bye bye guys. See you soon in the next video.